Hey friends, how are you all doing today? I hope you're doing good and staying warm if it's cold where you are, and staying cool if it's warm where you are. If you hear a little small roar, that is because I have a little heater down by my feet, a little small little box heater. It's not very big, it's about like this, down by my feet because it is 30 degrees and my feet feel like blocks of ice. So I'm trying to stay warm the best that I can, wearing my sweater in the house and wearing a hat. And this hat is a beret, a strawberry beret. Let me see if I can bend over so you can see it. Ella at No Catchy Name had made the hat and left a link, and so I followed that link and I made one also, and I just love the way it turned out. It's cute. But since then, the blog has been taken down, so the instructions aren't there anymore, or I would share them with you. So, anyway, and speaking of Ella, did y'all see that she had her baby, Juniper, and she looks beautiful. She's posted some photos, and that baby is beautiful. She has a lot of black hair. I know that Ella and her husband are just over the moon. I know I would be. I was for her when she shared a little video on her what she working on Wednesday on her YouTube channel. I was crying. I couldn't help but cry. Anyway, I'm so happy for her family. So today I wanted to talk to you about COVID. I am working on Elijah's blanket. I did find I'm working out of a project that I was making for myself, and I decided it was ridiculous to make this for myself when I don't even leave the house. So I would never wear it, and it would just be a wasted project. So taking from this project, here's my yarn, and so I'm pulling out of that project as I'm making this project. Do you ever do that? Oh goodness. Anyway, so this is the third skein into Elijah's granny rectangle blanket that I am making. Phoebe is just running around today. I don't know what's the deal with her. I think she's tired of sitting in her bed. But anyway, this is the blanket I'm working on, and I'm putting the third skein of Red Heart Ombre into the project. Okay, so this video is going to be all over the place. I'm just going to be upfront with you because my mind is all over the place, honestly. So, in yesterday's video, I mentioned that Elijah had went and got tested for COVID, and he got his results back last night that he is positive for COVID. So, don't know what that means for our family. Sunday night, Elijah came in laid in the bed with me, and we chatted and talked, for a little while. And we were facing each other, talking. So, I don't know what that means. This morning I woke up with a really bad headache and stuffy head. And I've taken, something for my headache. And it's not as bad as it was, but I still have a little bit of a dull headache. My head is stuffy and draining some, so yeah. Anyway, for my family, my boys, I have my husband and Dakota and Elijah. Dakota no longer lives with us. He's moved out, but he did live here the first part of COVID, up until this fall, actually. So he lived here through a lot of COVID. So my boys have been super careful, always wearing their masks. They got their shots. They use hand sanitizer. They have been extra careful for my sake. they didn't want to bring COVID home to me. And so I'm talking about all three of them, Jody and the boys. They have all been extra careful and just took precautions because they didn't want to bring COVID home to me. And so I really think that it's amazing that we've avoided COVID for this long. Um, I appreciate all the extra steps they have done to try to prevent COVID, but this new variant that's out right now, it is so easy to catch. My doctor even said the other day when I saw my doctor, he said we're all going to get it sooner or later. I don't know that if he has had it or not. He didn't say, but he just said we're all going to get it sooner or later, so be ready. But anyway, Elijah is sick, sick, sick. He is so sick. Bless his heart. His main complaint about symptoms is a sore throat. His throat hurts really bad. So, me and Jody are kind of prepared that, we're possibly going to get it because we're in the house with him. Now, since he woke up sick the other morning, I've been wearing my mask around him, and he's wearing a mask when he comes out of his bedroom. He has a mask on. If he goes to the kitchen, to the bathroom, or anywhere, if he opens his bedroom door, he has a mask on. And I can hear him open his door, so I have my mask right here. And when I hear his door pop, I put my mask on. And I wear it, for a while after he's gone back in his room. I don't know if that helps. I have no idea. I really personally have not felt like the mask helped because they're so gappy. They're so gappy that air can come in and out. But I guess just trying something helps. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a doctor. I'm just somebody who don't want COVID. So anyway, yeah, that's just the way it's going for us. Elijah has COVID, and me and Jody are just like, we don't know if we're going to get it or not. Now I will say this: last week and the week before that, probably for about a week and a half to 2 weeks, I had a really bad sore throat. Now, before that, I had not left the house in like 10 days. So I didn't think I had COVID because I hadn't been anywhere. Now, I had this really bad sore throat, and it hurt. It hurt bad. It hurt to swallow at times. Even to drink some tea, it hurt to just swallow that. It hurt to swallow slava. And I didn't really develop any other symptoms. There were times when I would take a nap in the afternoon and I would wake up with a headache and my head would just be all stuffy and feel like just huge. And then I'd, blow my nose and cough a little bit and then it would clear up. So it wasn't like a constant cold-like symptoms for that. My main thing was just I had a sore throat. Okay, like I said, I hadn't been anywhere in like 10 days before then, but I guess, so I didn't think I had COVID. That wasn't really on my radar. I thought, well, I got COVID because I ain't been anywhere. But I realized that you can be exposed and not get sick for like up to like 2 weeks maybe. So there's a possibility, but I would think if I got COVID, I would have lung issues because I have asthma. So I don't know. I don't know if I've had it and just had a very mild case. That would be wonderful. I would just be jumping for joy and ecstatic if that was the case. But otherwise, I'm prepared to catch it from Elijah because, like I said, he laid in the bed with me Sunday night and we talked and chatted for, a long time. And we were in the kitchen together and he comes in here and stands and talks to me and sits on the bench right here beside me, and we talk and chat, so I've been exposed. Now, if I had it the 2 weeks before, I guess that wouldn't matter because I've had it just here recently and wouldn't get it again that quickly. I mean, I don't know. I know you can get it more than once. I know people who's had it 3 times. So anyway, I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. Now, Elijah is a young, healthy, strong man who doesn't have like lung issues. So he's just dealing with the symptoms, He feels bad. He has body aches, fever. He has a sore throat. That was his first thing. His first symptom was a sore throat. This morning he got it with a headache, and he came in here and got some ibuprofen. I guess he got some medicine out of my drawer here, and I think it was ibuprofen. And then he got something to drink, and he went back to bed. He's a young, healthy, strong guy, so I expect him to just it run its course and him be okay. Jody and I, it's a little bit different story. I have a long list of health issues. Jody is, first off, he's overweight. He has diabetes and high blood pressure. And so, he has those things against him. But other than, he has like some knee issues and walking issues. But other than that, he's, doesn't have any further issues than that. Me, I don't even want to think about that. I'm overweight. I have high blood pressure, which is really brought on by my meds. But I have high blood pressure and take medication for it. I have lupus, scleroderma. I can't even think. Like I need a whole list of my issues. Sjogren syndrome. I have asthma. I have bad asthma. And, I have asthma. I've been in ICU with my asthma. I've been hospitalized several times with my asthma. Because once I have an asthma attack and flare up, it gets bad quickly. So that is one of my concerns, is my lungs. But anyway, so I'm concerned. I am. I'm not going to lie about it. I'm concerned. I talked to my doctor, and he said if you start feeling like you have trouble breathing, get to the ER. So that's my plan, if I feel like I'm having any kind of trouble breathing, I will get to the ER as soon as possible. And so, so far Elijah's not having any trouble breathing, but he doesn't have asthma. Our son Dakota has asthma, but anyway, he hasn't been exposed because he has not been out here since last week. Sometime last week he was here. But I was on the phone with Dakota last night. Like, once Elijah got the results for saying he was positive, we sent it out on a family text. So we all got that. And then I was on the phone later with Dakota once he got off work. And Jody walked past, my husband walked past, and said, "Is that Dakota?" And I said, "Yeah." He said, "Ask him if he want to come visit us." Picking. And Dakota said, "Not even with a hazmat suit." He said that he has held off, and we're into the 3rd year of this, and he has not gotten it yet, and he's holding out to the end. So, if we, all do end up sick, and need anything from town, Dakota can go and pick it up and bring it and leave it on our doorsteps, or there's a little table out by the doorsteps, a little patio table, so he can bring us stuff. And I have a neighbor up on the road that, wouldn't mind picking up something and coming and leaving it for us on the table also. So, anyway, we're just holding out for the unknown. Oh, but I did watch a YouTube video. Sorry, my throat. I did watch a YouTube video this morning of a doctor. I don't know. I just clicked on the video and watched it. I don't know who he was. And most everything he said was like way over my head. Like, I didn't understand a lot he was saying. But then he was talking about blocking receptors and opening up receptors. I don't know. Anyway, what only thing I got out of the video, he was talking about some medications that block receptors, I believe he was saying. And he named two medications that I'm on. And so I was like, oh yeah. And so he was saying these medications are helpful for treating COVID or just blocking it so that, you know, you don't get like a severe case of it or whatever. And so I tuned in and listened to what he was saying about that. So after I watched that video, I'm like, that's the only thing I got out of the video. But I was glad to get that. I got all my medications and sent them out, and so I Googled all my medications asking, do they help with COVID or how do they, you know, work with COVID or whatever. And I had six. I wrote them down. I had six medications that I'm on that possibly help with COVID, and it would explain. It went on to each medication went on to explain like how they're helpful. So that's good news. I was glad to see that and just get that information. That makes me feel good that six medications I'm on are possibly helpful to COVID. So, anyway, you know, not to say that they really are helpful or anything, they just possibly are. So, anyway, I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see, I guess. I am concerned about me and Jody. Concerned about my lungs, especially. And I do have some kidney issues also, so I am concerned about that too. Now, I want to say my friend Angela, I have not been around her, so I was not exposed from her. I hadn't been around her in a while. But she is in her third week of being sick with COVID, and she has been sick as a dog. Bless her heart. She has been so sick. And she's into her third week. Well, her dad ended up, he was around her before she ever got tested. I think that happens a lot. Like, she didn't know she had COVID. She just kind of, you know, thought she had a cold, respiratory infection or something like that. So her dad was around her, and even though she did say, you know, I'm sick, you might not want to come over here, but he insisted he was coming anyway. So he came by her house, and anyway, before the week was up, on her first week, he did get sick. So just yesterday, he called his son, my friend Angela's brother, and said, come take me to the ER. And so he was admitted to the ER. So he had pneumonia on top of the COVID. Or I guess like the COVID can cause pneumonia. I'm not sure how that works. But anyway, I have lost several loved ones, several friends, acquaintances. I just know several people that I've lost to COVID. My sister-in-law in particularly, she passed away exactly 2 weeks from when she first had symptoms of COVID. She passed away 2 weeks later. So, you know, I'm concerned. I'd be lying if I acted like I wasn't concerned. But anyway, I appreciate your prayers. I just be in prayer for our family, for me and Jody in particular, but also for Elijah, that he gets over this quickly and is able to go back to work. He's the manager of the frame shop at Michael's, and he feels like he needs to be there to, keep up with, what's the word, sales and stuff. They have to meet goals, weekly goals and stuff like that, and so he is concerned about, he won't meet his goals and stuff. So, I've told him, they know you're sick, so don't worry about it, but he's worried about it because overall he was trying to reach a certain goal for himself, and now he probably won't reach that because he's out, from work. So anyway, I can't remember if there was anything else I wanted to say. It probably was, and I'm just not remembering it because my mind is all over the place. Not gonna lie, my mind's all over the place, and I can't keep up with the days of the week. Like, I keep getting that messed up, and that's just that's just what happens when you're at home and you don't go anywhere, and you don't have to know what the day of the week is. You therefore don't know the day of the week. So anyway, I don't know the day of the week. I hope that you're all doing well. If you've had COVID, let me know in the comments how you handled it, what your symptoms were, and how it went for your family. Did everyone in your family get it, or did just one person get it? Which, that would be wonderful if only one person got it. I will say this, and this is kind of a personal symptom, like a too much information symptom, but the big D, diarrhea, is a symptom of COVID, and Elijah has that, and I've ended up with that also. So I don't know. I kind of think in the back of my head, well, what if I had that sore throat? What if it was COVID and I just had a very mild case? I guess I'm kind of hoping that in the back of my mind. I didn't really think I had COVID, and I still really don't think I had COVID. But in the back of my mind, I'm thinking that would be great. If I had that mild of a case and I already had it, and yeah, that would be great. I would just be ecstatic about that. So anyway, friends, I'm just rambling. I'm nervous about it. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. So I'm nervous rambling. This blanket here is turning out beautiful. I'm so happy with it. I don't know if I haven't. I've worked 2 skeins into this already, and I thought I had 2 more skeins. I don't know if I had 2 skeins in this or 1. I thought I had 2 in it, but I'm not coming across a part where I joined another skein in it, so maybe it's only 1 more skein. I don't know. I'm gonna have to check that. I'm gonna have to be on the watch for that. I don't know. But anyway, I do love how this blanket is turning out. And I appreciate that you stopped by for a visit. I'm going to keep you all updated. No matter how bad I feel, I'll just come on and give you some kind of update of what's going on about symptoms and things like that. I think it's important that we do talk about symptoms and first signs so that everyone knows. So you would know, like, this was your first, people's first symptoms. Not that everybody gets the same symptoms, because from what I've read and heard, that everyone don't get the same exact symptoms or in the same order or anything like that. But I just think it's important that we do share information so that, others know to go get tested. Now, if I really wake up sick tomorrow and I'm sick as a dog, I don't know if I don't know that I'll go get tested or not, because I'll know that I caught COVID from Elijah. And I don't know. I don't know that I would go get tested or not. I have to ask Jody about that. So, anyway, friends, I appreciate you all stopping in for a quick visit. Sorry this was just COVID talk. I tried to avoid COVID talk, as much as possible, but it's hit us. And I am proud to say that, we've avoided it this long. But like my doctor said, this variant that's out right now is very, very contagious. It's so easy to get it. And he said we're all going to get it sooner or later. So I guess unless you're just in your house and never leave your house and don't bring anything in, you might not would get it. I don't know. But it's airborne. Plus, it can live on surfaces, from what I understand, and this particular one can live on surfaces for like a long time. But, I do know of people who's had it and had mild symptoms and not had issues, so that's certainly a possibility. But I'm going to keep crocheting on this blanket, and, when I get the third skein put in it, I will do another video to show you how far that went. But I must let you all go because it's like over 26 minutes. Bye, friends. Love you all and see you soon.